Hey guys, I thought I would try out all of the new stuff from Sephora that I have not tried out for you yet. So some of the things include some of the stuff that I got during my haul, like this Gucci blush, the Anastasia highlighter, the YSL Couture Mini Clutch. This is the eyeshadow quad, the Urban Decay Naked Quickie. This is the product that Tar Babies recommended, so I had to pick it up. And what else? The Valentino Liquid Rosso. This is like the matte lip and cheek product. I'm just going to be trying it on my lip, I think. And some other things that I had laying around that I was curious about, like the 24-hour brow setter from Benefit. I have been using their brow, oh my gosh, what's it called? The fluffer? The Fluff Up Brow Wax. I've been using that. Really impressed with it. So I thought, let me try this other guy, which is a 24-hour brow setter. The fluffer is, I think, like a 12-hour hold. Anyway, I also thought I would try the Benefit Fan Fest because they sent me a whole bunch of their mascaras. And I remember loving the Roller Lash, but I don't think I've tried any of the others. So thought I would try this. And then I have some other like random stuff that I've had laying around and I've been wanting to try, and I'm not exactly sure where it's going to all fit in. So I have the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter in the shade number 4, which is obviously very deep for my skin tone. I wanted to use these as like a very light kind of bronzy contour situation. I don't know if it's going to work. There is a bit of coverage to these, so maybe. And then NARS, if you guys remember, during a PR haul, they sent me a whole bunch of their holiday stuff. So included was this ornament which had the Laguna bronzer and then the Laguna in liquid form, which I don't think I've seen up until this point. I know they came out with liquid blushes in this, but I didn't realize that Laguna was part of that whole release. I thought it was just blushes. So I really wanted to try that because I'm not actually a fan of the Laguna powder bronzer. It does not look quite right on my skin. It makes my skin look very sallow. But I do like the cream version. I like it better than the powder version. And I thought, let me try the liquid because I may like it better than the powder as well. So I'm not exactly sure where to start because I don't have a primer or a foundation. So I thought maybe I would try with kind of like a combination of this. So this is the Urban Decay Quickie again. So this is a concealer and it's giant. It's more than half an ounce of concealer. There is this brush tip, which I'm not going to use. I never really use the included brush situation. I'm probably just not going to start now. So this has a doe foot applicator. So this whole thing screws off. It says up to 24-hour wear, multi-use concealer. Quick fix, full coverage, lightweight formula, up to 24 hours, vitamin E infused. And I got the shade 30NN. And I was lucky enough to be there with Tar Babies. She is lighter than I am in skin tone. So she said that I think she uses the 20, which I was kind of leaning towards. And I was like, okay, if she uses 20, then I'm going to go up one. So I got the 30NN. All right, let's just start with this. So I'm going to just take out the doe foot applicator. I'm going to start around my nose. I am dealing with a cold slash flu slash possibly allergies. I actually don't really know what's going on. I definitely was ill, fever, was not feeling well, very groggy or whatever. And then after just a couple days, I felt perfectly fine, but all of these other symptoms are lingering, which is making me think that maybe I've shifted into some sort of allergy thing. I don't really know. Anyway, the reason why I'm telling you that is because this whole area of my face is very red. It's very irritated. I had a little zit here that I had to kind of surgically remove. That's actually calming down now, but there's a little red spot that's there. Anyway, this whole area needs a lot of help, so this is really going to put this quickie to the test. I've got the Hourglass. Oh, it doesn't say on the brush. I think this is like it's one of their foundation brushes. I think this is their Veil foundation brush, not their Vanish foundation brush. Anyway, I'm going to use this one. This has some decent coverage. I did not put much product down, and I feel like I really need to blend it out. Okay. And now that I have this shade on my skin, there's a little bit of like a yellow undertone to it. I couldn't see it in the tube. Yeah, the tube, it looks pretty neutral, right? But once I got it on my skin, there was a little bit of yellow in there, just FYI. Oh, that That does look nice. I don't think it's quite as radiant as the Do Our Forever Skin Correct Concealer. This one I feel like is more skin-like. It's a little bit more matte than that one. Let's put some under the eyes here. And then on these vicious sunspots. And see if it can make me look a little bit more awake. That looks nice. I'm gonna get in real close to my mirror here. Don't mind me. Let me turn up this light here. Sorry, that's gonna look scary to you. It's sinking a bit in, sorry, let me turn that down. It's sinking a bit into like my pores here. I wonder if, you know, I'm just putting this on bare skin. If I put this maybe on over foundation or on over a primer, and maybe if I like powdered a little bit, it would be a little bit better. But I do see a little bit of that. Actually, me just running my finger over it, that's alleviated the problem. Yeah, this is quite nice. I'm pretty impressed with this so far. Okay, Urban Decay Quickie, and again, the shade that I have is 30NN. Now, okay, let's just try this. The Hollywood Flawless Filter. Now, I love this, and I usually wear the shade 2. This is shade 4, and I love, love, love the filter that this product gives your skin. I don't know if I'm going to be using it enough to show that it does give you a nice filter, but man, when I use shade number 2 and I use it kind of like a primer, like a highlighter slash primer, it is gorgeous. And I remember when I first used it, I like stepped back and I thought, wow, my face looks like it has like pantyhose over it. Like the way legs look when you put pantyhose over them, that's the way my face looked. Anyway, I am going to just, yeah, I don't know if this is deep enough to do anything significant. I should have gotten a deeper shade, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna use my Trish McAvoy brush here. Maybe there's a slight hint of a bronze there, right here. Maybe a little bit. Let me spread this one out. Yeah, a little bit. I see it on my cheeks a little bit here, not really on my forehead, because my forehead's tanner than the rest of my face. Does that make sense? Oh, but yeah, it's kind of a nice, like if I wanted to do like an underpainting situation. I think that was like hot for about 5 seconds on TikTok, but it's a makeup method that's been around forever that, you know, people just kind of picked up on. But it's like putting down a really strong kind of like contour and highlight and then putting your foundation on over it to like bring it down a little bit, but then you have all of this like contour and highlight underneath your foundation kind of peeking out. I don't think this is strong enough for that, but I think as a combination between these two, it's like I have enough base foundation down. I don't feel like I need to pull out another foundation. I'm gonna add some of this concealer to my jawline just to clean that up a little bit because I have some hyperpigmentation down there, some blotchiness. And maybe that'll make this pop a little bit more. Yeah, the Flawless Filter it's subtle, but it's there. Oh, I like that. Oh, it's kind of nice. Okay. So I've got base down. I'm not going to do anything else. I don't have a powder or anything. I'm going to go straight into this Laguna bronzer. So here's the little ornament version of this liquid Laguna, I think it's called, or Laguna Soft Bronze, excuse me. And I really liked the look of this. Actually, this looks more like a contour, doesn't it? Look at the coolness of that. Let me do a swatch. Actually, there's a bit of peachiness there. Okay, maybe I'll just put this on top of the Hollywood Flawless Filter. We're just sort of playing anyway. I'll kind of focus it here. Sorry, I want to start it on my temple because I don't think I had much of the Flawless Filter there. I really want to get a sense of this shade. Yeah, definitely add something to the Flawless Filter. Not much though. This is, they're not kidding when they say soft bronze. This is very, very sheer. Like that's it blended out. Let me add a little bit more here. So interesting. I feel like I see a little bit of like a red undertone in that Laguna, which the powder version definitely doesn't have. I feel like the powder version for Laguna has, actually I have a little one right here. It has almost like a yellow olive kind of undertone, which is why I don't think it works for my skin tone. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to use this on its own without the Hollywood Flawless filter, but I do feel like I'm getting a nice sense of it right up here. And I do see like a redness there. Huh, so cool. Okay, live and learn. All right, I'm gonna try the new Gucci blush that I got. So this is their Luminous Matte Cheeks and Eyes Powder Blush. And I got it in the shade number 7, True Pink. They came out with 3 new shades, not that recently, a little while ago. I had like the original 6 shades, which I enjoyed, but I didn't feel like I needed to run out and get this. But when I was in store, I really, really love this like bubblegum pink. And I love that more and more companies seem to be coming out with this like bright Barbie pink shade. And so I thought I'd pick up their version of it. So I'm gonna use this Wang Goss number 13 brush. Did you guys see Wang Goss is coming out with all these new brushes? I could not be more excited. When I saw that, I was like, what? I'm just thrilled. And I'm so, so happy to see him coming out with something new. It's just great. Anyway, so this is an old brush of his, number 13. Ooh, okay. Wow, I just picked up way too much of that blush. Let me just tap off as much as I can. Just pounce. Oh, I really like this color pink. It just gives you like doll cheeks. How pretty. I'm about to go overboard, as I usually do with blush. Can't stop applying. Oh, so pretty though. Yeah, I just feel like I went from looking ill to not looking ill. So nice. Amazing. Amazing. I love it. I'm so glad I picked up this particular shade. So that was number 7, True Pink from Gucci. Now, okay, very excited for this next product. This is the Glow Seeker highlighter from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I have to say, I've been getting more and more excited by the ABH releases as of late, like the eyeshadow palettes and this. First of all, doesn't this look like a rose gold Oreo? So good. And here is a look at the highlight. Now, I have the Amrezy highlighter. We're gonna compare. One moment, please. Now, this is the highlighter that ABH collabed with Amrezy on. This is years ago, it was limited edition, it went away, and we've all been begging for it to come back. So many people have talked about how this new highlighter seems to be very similar. I'm not sure. Upon first look, I'm not sure if the shade, well, I could be wrong. Okay, let's just take a look at them in the pan. Oh, they do look really similar. I thought this one was lighter than this one. It could just be the design in the pan. It's like catching more light. Anyway, let's do some side-by-side swatches here. You guys, they're exactly the same. So here is Amrezy, and here's the Sunglow. OMG. Now, I'm sure you've already heard this from people who got this highlight, but if you're looking for a dupe for this one, they duped themselves. Get the new ABH Glow Seeker. I guess the exclusivity came off of this one because it does feel like it's been 3? What year are we in? 3 years? 4 years? No, 3 years. Let's say 3 years. But yeah, they're exactly the same. Oh, that I'm excited. Now I'm gonna take a very firm fan brush. I've got my Sonia G. This is part of her Sakura set, if I'm not mistaken. This is the base brush. I'm gonna go into the highlight and just add it right. Oh, wow. Just really buff that in. That is some good highlight. That is some really, really good highlight. I don't think it's quite as smooth and glossy as the Tom Ford, the new Tom Ford ones, but it's very, very close. It's very close. You know, as everyday as my makeup is, I still really enjoy like a nice glossy highlight. I don't know if I'll ever let that go. Oh, that's really good. This brush, by the way, picks up a lot of product. Oh, that is so pretty. Yeah, I feel like the Tom Ford is a little bit smoother, but this is nice. This is really nice. ABH, love it. All right, next up, we've got the 24-hour brow setter from Benefit. And I don't have this in any shade. I think this is just a clear gel. I don't know if it comes in any shades. I'm actually not that familiar with the Benefit brow line. I know it's very extensive, and whenever anything gets very extensive, I get lost. So I'm not sure if this has tinted versions. Let's try this out. It's got like a flat plastic wand. Look. It's definitely not super stiff. Like, look at these long eyebrow hairs I have up here. It's not like forcing them up or anything, but it is helping them for sure, especially as the brow starts to, especially as the gel starts to set. I feel like I can control them a little bit more. Ooh. Now, I love a fluffy brow, and I really discourage anyone who's into like plucking their brows into nothing, but I do think that the really thin brow is probably gonna make a comeback. I mean, it's just time, you know what I mean? It's just time. If it hasn't already, who knows? But anyway, just please don't fall into that trap. Take it from me. Just don't fall into that super thin eyebrow trap, okay? Take it from any of us who like, you know, fell victim to it like in the 90s. Just don't do it. Okay, that is quite nice. Quite nice. I really like that wand. So one end, the bristles were like a little bit longer, and then the other end, they were a little bit shorter. So it was like you could get the product in, and then you could actually comb them. Very cool. I'm very late to the Benefit brow game, so I'm just gonna move on. Let's try the new YSL Couture Mini Clutch. And you know, I was not excited by these when I first saw them online. They looked boring, dare I say, even though I enjoy boring makeup. But when I saw them in person, it's just different. I was like, wow, these are really pretty. And I really like the compact. I mean, it's puffy. It's got this like faux leather on there. It's super cute. So I got shade number 100, which is very, very muted. It's very muted. It actually reminds me of the Tom Ford Honeymoon. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna put the correct quad name up here. But yeah, it does remind me of that. But these are pressed powder shadow versus them being any sort of like baked gel or anything like that. So I did some swatches for you when I hauled this, but let me do it again. Okay, here are the 4 shades. So these are the 2 lighter like satin shades, and those have little micro glitters in there. This one is the deepest brown shade. That does not seem to have any micro glitters in there. And then this is like the glittery top coat. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I'm gonna take my BK Beauty A502 brush. I'm gonna go into this mid-tone shade. It's like a cafe au lait shade. And I'm gonna sweep this all over my eye. I suspect this is a fantastic one and done shadow. So pretty. Ooh, I love that. Now that is just that one shade by itself. So beautiful. If you want to do a one and done, that was this shade. But I'm gonna go into the dark brown shade, and I'm gonna move to the A504 brush. This is a smaller blender from BK Beauty, and just focus that on the outer corner. Oh, this is, okay. It's a little bit more pigmented than I thought. Wow. Oh, it blends out beautifully. Wow, I'm really impressed with these shadows. I'm trying to think of my opinion of previous YSL shadows. I have some other single ones, and I really enjoyed those. But I think they used to have like quads that were like in a particular like geometric shape, and I thought those were just kind of average. These are really nice. And these shadows have such a nice, soft shimmer to them. And so I suspect that this top coat is just to make them even more glittery if you want to like vamp up your look for a more evening event. I'm gonna grab a 211 brush from BK Beauty. I'm gonna go into that light shade up here, and I'm just gonna bring that underneath my eyebrow and blend out the top edge of those shadows. It's pretty. There's like a little bit of a peachy pink there. And now that you've seen like the 3 basic shades on there, I'm gonna put the topper on top. I'm just gonna use my finger and just tap it right on top and see if it really makes a difference here. Oh yeah, I feel like it's brighter. Okay, so this is with topper, without. Yeah, there's just a bit more of a reflect there. Very pretty. All right, I'll do the same over here. This is the perfect going from like day to night situation. You can use those 3 shades for day and then just tap this on for like an evening look. It's perfect. Wow, I love that. Oh my God, I'm so glad I picked this up. This is such a good little quad. Oh my gosh, too bad I don't have any trips planned in the near future because this would be coming along with me. So good. I do not have any eyeliner, or I have eyeliner. Let me amend. I have plenty of eyeliner. I do not have any new eyeliner to try. So I'm just going to use this to kind of deepen up my lash line here. Just the dark shade in this quad. All right. Wow. Maybe I should go out tonight. Let me get serious here. Let me curl my eyelashes. And I'm gonna use, I had a new mascara. Oh yeah, the Fan Fest. No, new to me. So the Fan Fest Benefit mascara in, wow, look at this tube. It's in hyper black and so psychedelic. Let's see what this wand looks like. Oh, it is slightly curved and it has like a natural style bristle brush. All right, so fanning and volumizing mascara. I generally don't do well with volumizing mascaras, but let's just see. 24-hour full fan effect, smudge proof, water resistant. Okay. I still don't get the 24-hour claims. It's just no one should wear makeup that long. I'm gonna stand by that statement. You know, for volumizing mascara, it's volumizing, but it's not clumpy, which is nice. All right, Benefit Fan Fest. Lovely. Okay. And last but not least, the Valentino Liqui Rosso Lip and Blush Blur Liquid Matte Color Lasting High Comfort. I got the shade 488A Ciao Rosso, and this is a really bright orange shade. Now, I really wanted one of the nude shades, but they were all sold out, and I do enjoy an orange too, so I thought, why not? Let's just try it. Oh, what an interesting applicator. It's like a spatula. Now, for the testers in store, I don't know if you guys have been to like Sephora or even like a department store, they like take off anything where you'd even be tempted to apply the tester straight onto your lips. So I didn't realize that it had this really interesting tip to it. Huh, this will make really easy application though. It like fits right at the Cupid's bow here perfectly. Ooh, I really like this color. You know what's so interesting about this shade? It's orange, right? But there's a little bit of a coral undertone versus red. And usually the oranges I go for have like a red, like they're more of like a tomato kind of orange. This almost has like a peachy twist to it. Oh, it's so pretty. This is very unique, I think. I don't think I've come across a lot of shades like this. And so far, super comfortable. It feels like nothing on my lips. Actually kind of reminds me of the Tom Ford ones. Like they just feel like nothing. Wow. Lasting high comfort. I'm wondering if these are supposed to be like transfer proof. Let me just hang out, wait for this to set, and we'll see if it's transfer proof. Okay, it's been a few minutes and it doesn't feel completely set down, but let's just see. Actually, let me take a paper towel. Let's just see how transfer proof it is. Yeah. So I feel like this would last through a few drinks. This is maybe like the equivalent of a matte lipstick, I would say. Like a little bit better than a gloss, obviously. A little bit better than a gloss, better than like a cream satin lipstick, but not completely transfer proof. Like you'll probably have to reapply after a meal, especially a greasy meal. But anyway, very comfortable, Very pretty color, very unique shade, I think, this particular one. And I really like that applicator, man. That made it so, so easy. Well, do I have any additional recommendations for the Sephora sale? I say if you like to glow, get into this Glow Seeker. I mean, they basically dupe themselves. This is the Amrezy highlighter. Amazing. I also do really enjoy the Quickie from Urban Decay. I don't see it like kind of gathering in my under eyes or whatever. I didn't powder or whatever. This is really, really nice. You know, the Hollywood Flawless Filter, we've used that before. This is actually very interesting. I like that it has a red undertone. For me, that always works a little bit better, probably because I have a neutral skin tone. But I did like that. Is this the winner for today? This is like the winner. I love this. I would say these three are the winner for today's try on. And if I were to recommend anything additional for the Sephora haul on top of my recommendations video, I would say definitely check these out. Oh, this Gucci blush. This is really pretty too. This is really pretty too. But yeah, no, these are the standouts for me, I think. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys are enjoying the Sephora Holiday Savings event. I know I am. I'm sure I'm going to have another haul video for you guys. But give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.